let me know if you can see the presentation. Okay, I think the concept of the event is very interesting for me. We talk about a lot of success, but one very important part of the success is the failures. And almost nobody talk about failures. For this reason, for me, it was very interesting to share also my failures. Why not? I have a lot of failures in my life. It was not easy to find one for this event, but okay, I decided to share this one. My presentation calls "Work Hard in the Shadow or Never Lose Your Modesty." And let me introduce me by themselves before I started with the Fuckup. That is me. And I come from Alicante in Spain, or a small town close to Alicante. And I come from a very modest family. You can see here my mom it was a shoemaker, like my dad. And yeah, okay, in my city, the most people, they are shoemakers, and they are very, very modest people. I grew up and I decided to go to the university. And at the beginning, I studied electronic engineering. After 5 years, I realized that it was not my passion, unfortunately, and I decided to join a new degree, economic engineering. And at the end, I found my passion in my life, the finance and the economy. 18 years ago, I had the chance to move from the sunny Alicante to Germany, and I started my career in Germany. It was not easy because I couldn't speak any word in German, but I think for the most of us was a similar situation. But okay, I am always ready for new challenges. For me, it was a great opportunity. Several years later, when the challenge to be in Germany, to learn German was gone, I decided to become a freelancer. I was looking for a new challenge in my life. I am born to be wild, and I thought, okay, I quit my job and I decided to become consultant and freelancer. And also I moved from Munich to Frankfurt, where I found my place in Germany. I love Frankfurt, this beautiful city that I like a lot. My motto as a freelancer was always, is still, dream big, work hard, and in the shadow. That is very, very important. Work hard in the shadow. You can see here any of my clients in my career, and they are very big corporations with thousands of employees. Any of them, they are quite famous, like Danone or Allianz. I had the honor and the pleasure to advise such companies in my career. I am very glad of them. And you can see here the countries of these companies, or the countries where I was advising people, because very often I went to the headquarters of the companies, or I went to subsidiaries to advise people. My job is quite interesting. The job as consultant, you can travel a lot. Unfortunately, not this year, but normally I had a lot of fun traveling. I can say that I have a big success here in Germany as consultant. My phone rang very often. The people offers me a lot of projects, and I am very glad with the current situation. And now I started with my Fuckup. June 2020, the company Jack Wolfskin contacted me and offered me a project. The company Jack Wolfskin is a small company in comparison to my clients. It's a famous company here in Germany, clothes company, but it's quite small, around about 300 employees worldwide. Normally, my clients, they have thousands of employees, but okay, I thought that is a famous company. I had also other options to join other projects, but I decided to join the Jadwalskin. But unfortunately, I started the project in a totally different way as normal in my career. Normally, I work very, very hard in the shadow. I work for my client. My client should show the results on the knowledge should be for him. And I don't know why, but I started this project like a superstar, like a Messi or Ronaldo. Yeah, guys, I am a great consultant. I advise a big companies. And now I am here and you are small. I didn't say in this way, but unconscious, it was in my mind. And definitely was totally wrong. In addition, I realized very quickly that they didn't consider my opinions in the meetings. And for me, it was something new in my career, because when you join a consultant, normally is to listen the advices of the consultant. Otherwise, it's no sense to join a consultant. The consultant services are quite expensive, but if you follow the advices of the consultant, and if you can solve the problem, it's definitely a very, very good investment. But if you don't listen, the consultant is really a very, very bad deal. But okay, I thought at the beginning, yeah, okay, I will convince, obviously, the people. At the beginning, it's always challenging a project. And I trust me a lot, and I thought I will convince the people that I have the best concept for them. But yeah, I continued the project, but they didn't. They had a totally different plan for me. They had a own plan for the company to solve the problems, and they expected from me that I implement the plan. For me, it was a very, very strange situation, because I tried to explain them that their plan was part of the problem. They had a very narrow scope. They focused only in the finance department, and also the finance department, they had a lot of problems, definitely by themselves, but one part of the problems came from other departments. Our organization is a very complex structure, and you have to see the big picture. And there are dependence from departments to each other, very, very strong dependence. You have to analyze all the process to affect the finance department, not only the technically finance process. And we had definitely a totally different point of view to solve the problem. But okay, I was totally blind. And I continued with the project, and I tried to convince the people that at the end my point of view were better. But obviously, we weren't creating a conflict. Definitely, we had totally different point of view to solve the problems in this company. And unfortunately, I was very blind to see the reality that they avoid totally my ideas and my concepts, and they had then own plan, and that was all. The situation scale, obviously. We discuss strongly, even in any meetings, and in July, the managers decided to fire me. For the first time in my career, a client quit my contract they kick my ass and then send me to my place. And it was really, really hard for me. For me, it was a totally new situation. I was very, very sad. It was in summer, hot summer. Normally, holidays time, but not this year. It was not also possible to make holidays nowhere. It was really a very, very painful summer. But for me, it was a present that the life bring me or brought me this summer. It was a present, to be honest. For me, it was very normal to have success in each project. And I have my CV plenty of reference. I didn't know something else, but now I had a totally different situation. Totally different situation. I analyzed for weeks the situation. I was 3-4 weeks without projects, with a lot of free time. And I analyzed the situation, and I realized that I did at least 2 big mistakes. The first big mistake was my mindset at the beginning of the project. I don't know why, but I was not the modest guy who worked very, very hard in the shadow. No, definitely I wasn't this guy in this project. I was very probably an arrogant guy that everything knows. Yeah, very probably was what the people think about me in this company. And it was definitely a huge mistake. Otherwise, the second mistake was, it was crystal clear 2, 3, 4 weeks after the start that the company, they avoid everything from my side. They had them plan, and they wanted to roll out them plan. And then in that situation, the best that I could do were to quit by themselves the contract. The proper decision in my case were to contact the manager and to explain them, okay, guys, I understand you have your concept. Sorry, I don't trust your concept. I think this is not correct to solve your problems, but it's your decision. You are the manager here, and you should join the proper person to roll out your concept. And I not. But I decided to continue the project, and was definitely a big mistake. Fortunately, several weeks later, I joined a new project with another company, Delta Pro Natura, a very good company. And fortunately, I am still on this project, and I extend my contract last week, and I have success again. But the lesson this summer was a great lesson, and I am very glad that the life give me this present this summer. And that is my presentation. At the end, if you have questions, I'm here to try to answer your questions.
Thank you, Martin. I think that was a very good Fuckup. I think as well it's a lot of vulnerability involved, and I find it really cool that you are here today sharing that, because it's something that is very personal. I will allow people to write their questions in the F&A box that you will find down the screen. There are though already 2 questions that came. The first one from Indra, and she was asking, what is the meaning of success for you?
Success. Okay, success is for me when my client is happy, when my client can sleep tonight, when my client say me, okay, guys, that is great. We solve a lot of problems with this concept or with this tool. That is for me success. And also, a very important part of success for me is to meet friends, to make friends on business. I am very glad because clients of me, from me, they are right now friends of mine. This is very nice. They start is as client, consultant, that is the relationship at the beginning, but very often at the end we are friends. When we have contact a very long time later, and we are friends. And this is, for me, also a very important part of the success.
Okay, and I think that is quite related to the next question, which is, did you realize from the very beginning of the project, from the planning of the project, that there was already different expectations, or it came once you were already executing the project?
Yeah, it was from the beginning was crystal clear, but the job as consultant at the beginning is not easy. At the beginning is not easy. And the first weeks are always very, very hard. And in this moment, I trust me, and I thought, okay, I can react. I can correct the situation. I will convince with the time that we should correct the situation. But no, definitely this person, they didn't have the right mindset to join a consultant. They need other profile of person. And unfortunately, it was for me crystal clear, but I couldn't make the decision to quit the contract by myself. Yeah.
Okay. And I think that is related, that will be answering already another question that was, from your point of view, what was how could you have prevented the fuck-up? So you already explained, you should have spoken about expectations right from the beginning, even when you felt it was not there.
Yes. I think, yeah, the communication was not good. I think they didn't listen me properly. Also, in my case, I didn't listen them. I had my own concept. Normally, the people pay me for my concept, and for this reason, okay, for me it's normal to show my concept and to roll out my concept. Normally, that is my way. The people, they pay me for it, but in this case was totally different, and I have to respect, obviously, the decision is unknown in our world to join a consultant to make something else. It's totally unknown, but okay, anyway.
I would say, Martin, we take still 2 questions. The next one would be, in case that you have a similar project with a similar kind of company that has a similar culture, let's say, as this example that you provided, well, the question is like that. Huh? Would you call to the people from Wolfskin to try to understand better what could have been done, as I understand? Or would you say, hey, this story is closed, it's better that we...
No, this story is closed. It's closed. It was very painful for me at the beginning. And for me, this story is closed. Obviously, I learned of it. And at the beginning, I will discuss a lot of things before I start a project with such a company. Yeah, definitely. I will clarify a lot of things. Yeah.
I will take the last question, and that's as well related to one question that I had noted myself. On the personal side, so you were commenting, it was July, everyone is enjoying summer, sunny outside, you had this issue. or it's the first time that you get fired in your career. How did you manage it personally, emotionally for you, let's say?
Okay, the first days weren't definitely hard. It was something new for me. I am a winner. I am a winner. I don't like losing, and it's hard for a winner to have such situation. But I understood that it was a present. It was definitely a present because yeah, my mindset was totally wrong at the beginning. I can imagine that the people think that I am very, very arrogant. Yeah, and it was totally wrong. And then, yeah, the life sent me a present this summer. Obviously, at the first days I thought totally different, but later I realized, okay, thank you very much for the life to bring me this present to learn about my experience. Yeah, okay, I think doesn't matter what you do in the life. If you make a mistake, you can correct the situation always. That is not a problem.
Great. So I take again the chance, Martin, to thank you. It was a great experience, and I think the participants were really happy with your Fuckup. Now we have the second speaker, who will be introduced by Katia.